Good evening. It's Wednesday and I should have done my bins. Oops. I mentioned yesterday that maybe I would do a bookmark today on the grounds that Christmas is coming. And, well, I managed to put the particular pattern I was wanting to do into Lace 8 and get it to print out at roughly the same size. It's not immaculately perfect, but it's close enough. Yeah, Now, I will say that, for whatever reason, well, I know what the reason is, but for whatever reason, they seem to overly complicate the starts of a lot of these, back to point bookmarks. And while it has something to do with picos, so they put two, other than the first pin where you have to put a load in, right? They put in 2 pairs on a pin, which is unusual for a starting pin. And then they do like a false picot, so they do some twiddly and a bit of a joiny bit at the bottom. And 1 pair goes on to go into the lace. The other pair joins the 2 pairs of passives running, kind of making the border. And then you take the bottom one and come back up and do an actual picot. And then it comes back down, goes into the main lace portion, and it just seems complicated. It just seems unnecessarily complicated. Now, I did see someone else do a different method where they kept the same 2 passives and they used 1 worker pair, literally, to go backwards and forwards, and then they hang the pairs from the worker pair. Now, I will say that felt more logical to me. This seemed to have a point. So you got, kind of like I have on my little torsion square, you got like a little cloth stitch edge. Now obviously it's as thin as arse, because, well, the thread's as thin as arse. But you have like this little bit that's there, and it kind of sorts it all out. Now, part of me says I don't have to do that because I ain't doing the picots, because we all know Liz does not do picots. However, if I don't do the 2, the 1, the 2, the 1, the 2, the 1, I'm not going to have enough worker threads going backwards and forwards, arguably, to fill the gap. So, I'm trying to work out in my head, because there's no way I'm going to sit, because, well, I've got my cushion prepped, and yeah, there are 37 pairs of bobbins in this. That's only 10 pairs less than my torsion triangles. But at least it's a straight line. At least it is a bookmark, and I'm kind of looking forward to it. I just need to think a bit more about how I'm starting this, because you can't really change your mind once you're underway. So if I do 2 at the start for that, and that makes those 2. Now it comes with a diagram, but I will be frank, the diagram could use just a little bit more, in my humble opinion, because it doesn't really explain what to do with the 2s. In fact, I'll show you, hang on. So, yeah, that's not straight in the slightest. But if you look, can't really see that, it's a bit bright, but there's 2 to 2. Well, that's not going to work. You wouldn't take 2 to 2. So, don't really quite know what to do at that point. Because it doesn't go 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, because it is purely the 2s that have pairs hanging off them. So I've got to do something. Now, part of me just wants to do hang one on every pin. But that doesn't give me enough backwards and forwards to fill the gap. What could is if I... Now let me count this, because it's involving counting. So if I do 2 there, and they go that way, and then 2, and they also go that way, and then they come into there, and I hang 1 off there. No, I don't want to hang 1 off there, I will have 2 of them. So, we then go to there and we put in, let's say 1. I work the way through, I join them and hang 1 and send it back. Hanging 1 and sending it back might work, but I've got to think about this carefully. Hang on. So, go and hang 1. So, I've used 2, 4 at that point. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, so that doesn't add up. See, this just seems overly complicated. So if I come in here, and then add 1 there, so that gives us 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 17, 18, 19, that's too many. Hang on. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14. No, it's 34 pairs. So, now we get 2. If that one then gets 1, comes in, add 1, go out, come in, add 1. That's got to add up, surely. That doesn't add up enough. Oh, goodness. I seem to, as you well know, the moment it comes to lace making, I seem to lose the inability to count. So, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and that doesn't add up either. How can that not add up? Because that's 2. I've then got 2. Oh, it's because it's 1 too early. must be missing something. No, because I'll have an extra one at the end. I think this will work. And screw it, damn it, we're going to try. So, I need my pot of big pins. And I need a pin in the hole. Go in the hole there. And I take a freshly round bobbin, like that. And I make them a bit longer, like that, like that. And then I take another freshly round bobbin. And because we are not doing picos, because we hate picos, so we do that. And then we twist one. And what do we need to do with it? To become passives. They become passives, that's all they do. Right, on the next pin, we also need two. You see what I mean by not having a lot of room for the all through the pins. But that's okay. I'm going to put you in as well, because you also get two pairs of bobbins each. Now, you get a pair and another pair. No, not round that one. Round that one. And I'm gonna lengthen your, because I should have done that before I started. We twist you once. Now, what happens with you? One of you, well, you both work through this. So, like that. Have already decided to tangle. Thank you very much. Let's make you longer. Now, I've already forgotten what I did. You pair. I need you to be a bit longer than this. Like that. You two. Now. Oh, shut up, dog. Come on, brain. I've got a really simple diagram to follow. You have no idea how much harder it is to make a stupid little cross shape. So, the 2 from the thing go that way. 2 from there go that way. 2 from there go that way. And the other 2 come down. You have no idea how harder that is. So, you are going into the middle. You are going to be on the outside edge. So, you need to be over there. You 2, you need to go to the outside edge. Like that. Right. Now we can do potentially the middle. So we can do that, and we can put, if I can get hold of a pin in it. Yeah. Like that. Right. It's one of these ones where, of course, because nothing's really held on yet, you can't really put tension on anything because, well, it's got nothing to pull against. So, in theory, and I've already forgotten what I decided with these 2s. So, I was going to put in 1, work it to the middle, where it would join with that, but get a passive, and go back out. I'm confident this is what I had planned. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So sorry, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 is the total. So 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and the leftover one. Hopefully. Feels a bit... but I'm going to do this because everything else just seems too complicated. So you're bored for a minute. You can go over and do your own thing. I need a pin to make you longer. That's too long. There we go. Need a pin. Stay around the fucking pin. So, 1. You stay in the middle. 2. Right, that's the passives. You're now able to do a thing, but I want it to be more complicated, apparently. So, oh, I know what I didn't do. Really? I screwed it up already? Take this out for a minute. Come out. 1, 2, 3, cross. I need to do twisty, twisty, twisty. 1, 2, 3. Right. Like that. Now you can go back in the hole. Like that. Right. You've gone through. 1, 2, 3. You get to go. Now, you get to go. But I now need losing my marbles, my dear friend, because this chart Makes no fucking sense whatsoever, because no two pairs go in a straight line ever. And what do you do with these pins? Because there's no incoming threads on them. So this diagram's real freaking confusing. So I'm going to do my own thing, because I'm not doing picos, because we all know how much I hate picos. So I'm now going to, in essence, hang you. I'm going to put you like that for a second. I need to make you longer before I even do that. Make you longer. And then we'll go under you momentarily. You'll see why in a minute. Take the pin that's due to go in the hole. You go. Fuck off! Just do as you're told. I want you and you to go in. Oh, fuck. Fine. Piss off then. When you've got nothing for anything to be tensioned against, it's really hard to kind of put things where you want them. And that is not the right side of the threads. You need to be in there like that. And of course these are all wafer thin tiny threads. So now you go over this pin, and you better frigging stay there because we've had this argument already. You go around there and then you go under you two and over you two. So you're now hung from there like a good pair of threads. You now need to be longer because, well, you're just being annoying. This is the kind of way you want to glue things down briefly because they all just move, because whichever one you pull, look, someone else moves. And so you've got nothing you can pull on for tension other than all of them, really. So well, that was harder work than I thought. But let me get another pin of poking, and we'll put you up here, and we will take you and we will hang you, preferably in order, round the pin of poking and out the way. I lose all sense of depth perception when it comes to pins and things. So those are my passives, and they're going to stay passives. So you come out, and you get cinched it up, and you get a pin. Ow! Like so. And then twist, and then you come back in. Like that. And you are actually needed for this side. So 1, 2, 3, dink. Actually, let's give you a, is there any point in giving you a twist? Thinking, probably. Let's do 2 for good measure, and then we do 1, 3, and we put you in a hole there, a bit of a snug, and we get another pair of pins. In, and then we go under, over. But I don't want to do picos. I don't want to do the picos. That's the whole point. And by not doing the picos, but you see, the previous pattern did a really confusing thing. So these are currently my two passives. What the previous pattern, that the bookmark that I like, did was you'd hang two, you'd work one through, and it would do the stitch on the inside. Great. The other one, you'd work through two, but then take this pair and work out and do a picot with it. So you were constantly changing the passives, and my brain just found that really confusing and unnecessary. So what I'm trying to do is, because I'm not doing picots, and I hate picots, I still need to do the backwards and forwards trips, but I'm trying to effectively do it with a single worker, and then hang the pairs that would come off it as I go along. And not do frigging picots, because fuck picots. This is how some woman on... Well, it's very similar to how a woman on YouTube does it. Yeah, much more Honiton style, because it's my bookmark. But it is just that frustration of because I don't want picots, but even when it had picots, this pattern doesn't show the same thing. It kind of shows, here are your two passives, they will continue down, but your two pairs go straight in. Well, that can't work because there'll be 3 pairs of bobbins at that point. So there must be more to it than that. It must be a badly done diagram. And don't get me wrong, there are many badly done bits, because in this bit, which you can't see very well, I had to do lots of corrections to put it on here because it's not consistent. It's kind of got bits missing and bits added and bits forgotten, and yeah. So now I've confused myself. What's that one? Is that the extra pair, or is that... Did I do my extra pair or not? This is... I could have sworn I hung a pair of pins. Yeah, this kind of seems to go around those. Well, it's pretty poor when you actually pay quite a decent bit of money for it, and all you actually get is a reasonable picture. You get a reasonable picture of it. You get a pricking of it. And you get this, which if you actually look carefully in places, it's not consistent. So if you look, I can't see shit in this two thing. The problem is I know that white paper on this doesn't show up very well. So let me full screen this so I can see what you see. Right, so if you look at this, if you look at this flower, which is the same as this flower and the same as this flower, if you look specifically here, there are no joining lines. You've got the honeycombs except for the funny, funky bits on the inside there. If you go to this one, there's funny joining bits. Here, there's sticky out bits. Well, there's no sticky out bits on this flower or this flower. And this flower hasn't got... It's got one of the bits, but not the other bits. Well, which one's right? Because they're all the same. It kind of... It irks me because obviously I'm human. I can only, I can only make an educated guess then, as to where I'm at and what happened with it, if you know what I mean. So what I'm trying to do is keep the same worker going in and out. I've just realised something. That doesn't work. While I've hung it, because I don't use it, it's not really the right one to move on. But I don't want to do picos. I'm going to have to do it the other way. I'm going to have to do it the confusing way, aren't I? I'm going to have to do the confusing way. Take pin out. Take pin out. Work you back. No, you got confused somewhere. And of course, being tiny threads, I can't see shit. Not that I could see shit in the first place, but you go round somewhere like that and round you through that hole. Get rid of you a sec. Gonna have to do 2 and 1, aren't I? I'm gonna have to do it the confusing way, because otherwise they're not all in the right place. And I really hate the fact that you can't. I mean, the picos would help to hold things still. It's the only thing I will say about the picos. But the picos would hold the stitches and the bobbins in place. I just wish there was somewhere to put my right leg. I don't know. I don't know what is the right answer. And with such stupidly tiny threads, it is really hard for me to see what's going on. So I almost can't make an informed decision because I don't know the answers. Can you stop licking? Right, I need to look and see where we're at. Now, you need to come out for the moment. Take care. It's no good. I need you all a lot longer. I need you down here. passives, your passives. I don't need to worry about you. You, I need to take out, and you go out that way, and then out that way, out and out, and under that one, right. So, your passives, and I've done 3 in the middle. This is the only thing I'm sure of. So, fine. One, two, to make it a bit longer, and we'll push you down now, and we'll twist you. So, you go in that hole, like that, and everybody's happy. You now come through here, and I hate this. You come through here, twisted once, go on the outside. I've gone through 2. Come back in. 1, 2, 3. Twist 1, 2, 3. You get a pin. There. Don't like it, but this is how it's working. Next pin. Get you. And you. You're far too short. Come on. How can you not undo? Come on. And you twist, and you're too short. trust you at all, do I? No, I do. Out one, cross, twist, cross, whatever. Pin. Back we come through two. Now we twist you 3 times because we can. 2, 3, cross, 1, 2, 3, and it's looking reasonably tidy. Well, consistency is the name of the game, so to be fair, that is the thing. Oh. I've got enough bobbins. For some reason it feels like I won't have enough bobbins. I know I do, because I counted them. And it says I need 34 pairs, and I've made 34 pairs. So with that in mind, I know I have enough bobbins. But in practice, it's round about now you start doubting because, well, as is easily proved, when it comes to crafting, counting is something that we suddenly lose all manner of ability to do, in any shape or form. Even if it's only counting to 4, we suddenly lose this ability for no apparent reason. And it goes all Pete Tong. I mean, I can always add more pairs. I can wind some more pairs up. It would take me too long, because it's not like it's having 15 metres of thread on the end of it. So, twisty, that way, through 2. Oh, maybe you can stop squeaking here. Tighten you all up a bit. So that's you done. You now come through 2. You go back through 1. Twist. Don't like this. Feels so wrong. And you come back through 2, 1, 2, 3, cross, 1, 2, 3. This is not going to grow very fast, is it? So, you're dealt with, your thing, you're the 2 passives. We need another 2 pairs of bobbins. And a pin to hang them off. Because although that looks like there's a pin to hang them off, it's not. That's the pin. And you're at a funny angle. Can we slightly move you? There we go. You need to be longer. Like that. And another 2 pairs of bobbins. Long enough. Actually, I did. Great. So, 1, tweak. 1, 2, 3, cross. 1, 2, 3. I swear it sounded like the thread ripped then. Do you go in that hole? You go back this way. 1, 2, 3. And we scoot you up a bit. And we go across. 1, 2, 3. Like that. Well, my foot side's looking tidy. I mean, it's just my pillow's just fallen off the plank of wood that it sits on. Yeah. Should have got a bit of plank of wood for this one, I have to admit. Wow, this is definitely going slower than I expected. Hang on, let's count them. Mind you, I had some set-up rows, didn't I? So, let's not be overly too worried, because I went through like 4 pairs of bobbins before I even started doing the side, so... And we need a pin to hang them from. It's kind of in line with that. And yeah, I'm just checking that I'm still on the right line, that I haven't managed to add more bobbins than I should or something. But it does seem that I'm tying up with the diagram, which is a good thing. You go down like that, we twist them and we go 1, 2, 3, 4. And we hold all of you down, give you a bit of a cinch. 1, 2, 3, cross. 1, 2, 3. And we need to give you a bit of a tug as you're in. And then we put a pin in. We can find one in the massive pot of pins. Oh. And then we go in with you, out with you, cinch you up, cross. This definitely slides better than the other one did. Pin. I did twisty, so that's okay. In you come. Cinchy, cinchy. 1, 2, 3. Cross. 1, 2, 3. And we stick a pin in you. Like that. And we've only added nearly half the pins. Okay, so one more pair of bobbins on this side of my tangle. once again, I didn't put the pin in first, so let's put the pin in. Pin goes in. Right. And I take a pair from over there. Make them nice and long. And I catch my pin. Like that. And I press them round. We now have all of our pairs for the left hand side, which is this section. Now, I do, however, hello masking tape, where art thou? I want to mark my two passives so that I don't get confused. So I will grab some masking tape and my scissors wherever they've gone, and we will mark the full bobbins. Can't be bothered to cut it actually. I'm just going to cut it in half. I'll just put masking tape around the bottom, making them a little bit bulky and horrible to hold, but don't really do a lot with them, so not that big a deal. Try and make it vaguely squareless. At least that will go around the bobbin and not just be sticky like that. Not your best job, but there we go. So that's my 4 passives. That's a good thing. Now we need sticks. And I've got some sticks here. I've got plenty of sticks. Pile of sticks and some errant threads that need to go over there. So, we're now going to guesstimate how many bobbins go in a thing. You're too short. I'm going to take you out. So how many is that? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we get 6 of these. Now obviously it would help if all the square bits, but that's, yeah, you just slide right on out, don't you? Don't know why you're being quite so irritating, not sticking in the middle like you did before. You should all be good. So pop you there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whew. Poke you down a little bit because. Strap you in. So that's you. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a little bit awkward. I know. You're 5. Not 5 it is then. That doesn't add up. Should be 18 pairs. We'll see when we get to the other end of this side. It could be I need to put one on the outside for something, but I'm sure I counted 18, and I know I added pairs everywhere. So confused, but then I have got 3 here. Which is the 2 passives on the other side of the middle, so that would kind of add up. Anyway, I need a pin. Grope, can't find a pin. don't feel right. Let's see how these threads get twisted. Only that they So right, let's see. You two, which are attached to you two, need to come all the way in. You and get one twist on you. Getting that. Once all the pins are on, it's not. Once all the pairs are on, not the pins are. Now they're all held in place. It's not so bad. It's getting to that stage that, for us, is the harder slightly bit. Right. It's also amazing how long it took me to wind these bobbins up and how quickly we can set them up. I mean, obviously it's taken an hour and a bit, but realistically it still feels kind of quick that we've nearly used them all and we'll be underway. Now obviously it's a new pattern, so I've got to get used to it. There's a couple of quirky bits to it. And there's a little bit where my brain goes, how am I supposed to do that? So, if you think of the flower shape, the passive comes down and goes round like this. How does it go in and out? I mean, I kind of get it, kind of not, you know. I need to look at the pretty picture some more, I think. To try and understand. Of course, the pretty picture doesn't include the passive, does it? So I'm going to look at her picture. Should be alright. Excuse me, got the yawns. I picked this bookmark because this is the pattern that I kind of liked the idea of for a neck curtain, but maybe spread out a bit more. As I said, sorry. Not quite sure why I've got the yawns, but once again, I have the yawns. Might have something to do with the fact that I didn't go to sleep last night. I lay in bed, stared at the walls, nodded off a little bit, but I didn't actually kind of fall asleep. So this is not going to be a till 2 in the morning kind of stream, unlike what I hoped, because I don't know, my brain cells are going to keep going that long. but we can try. Oh, I actually might have the right number of bobbins. Holy shitballs. Surprising as that seems. You know, as I said, one's inability to count as a crafter is something only another crafter can truly understand, is that somehow you lose all ability to count. Even to simple things like 4, you just somehow that just goes straight out the window. Oops. Pinged a pin, but the magnet caught it. Yay! Two more bobbins to hang and 2 pins to go. So, all worked out. Holy crap. The only thing that is good with this start, much as it makes my brain hurt, is the very prominent fact that your bobbins become quite stable. That they, that they don't, then you can then put some tension on them. Because the same true of torsion is that it usually takes a few rows before you can actually kind of put tension on them. They just tend to pull each other out of sorts if you don't. And there is the last of my pairs of normal bobbins. I've got 3 gimps, which we will hang to make the flowers imminently, I'm sure, because that's kind of the next bit. But we have who are you part of? You can come down a bit. And then you 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And it has to be said, the 3 twists do help with the adding resistance to your bobbins, because obviously to get through 3 pairs of bobbins takes a bit. 3 twists rather. It does take a bit more effort. The last pin on the right, and we have our many crap tons of bobbins sorted. I did twisty, so 1, 2. Yep. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Ta-da! And that is everybody's set up. Whew. So we need to get a look at the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4. 6. I'll stick you together. Yes, I know the ads are coming. So, we need some of you and some of you. And we need one of you. So let's unroll you down a fraction. So I'm going to do the trick that I saw in the book, which was pin the gimp up, get it going, and take you out the way, take you out the way, and we go under, over, twist, twist. No, undo, roll, roll. So let's get this straight. We go over, under, twist, twist, over, under, twist, twist. You could do with being slightly longer. Okay. And then cross, twist, twist. And then we take you up and put you all in there, like that. So that all sorts that out. And then cross, twist, twist. Then we have a look at the pattern. Fuck off. Let's see where it went. If you do not have boobs, you cannot understand this problem. Every time you try and look, you can't see downwards for boobage. How the hell has that rolled away? My masking tape has done a bunk. Apparently my sheet of paper can't make it under my shelf. I didn't mark my passives on this side for another day. Put the table back. So, have a look at pattern. We go over, under, twisty, twisty, over, under, twisty, twisty, and then we do thingy, twisty, twisty, Binny. Thingy, twisty, twisty. There we do. Thingy, twisty, twisty. Binny. Straighteny. Thingy, twisty, twisty. Yoink. Pull. Okay. I think you then need to go out, twisty, 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 over, twisty, twisty, twisty. Stop grinding your teeth! I've no freaking teeth left. And then you come over, twisty, twisty, and you come back to do over, twisty, twisty. To do that spot there. That and over, twisty, twisty. So you go 1, 2, 3, cross 1, 2, 3. Binny. And then over, and 1, 2, cross, 1, 2. Crossy, twisty, twisty. Now, there we go. I was magnetising my whole table. Now let's have a look how this works. So we've got to there. We do you. Let's push you aside slightly and concentrate on you. Now, where are we at? We're at, we've done that. We now need to do that one. So, hang on. What? I've done that one. Don't remember doing that one. Okay. So, the obvious answer is I have to do this in the middle because, well, you harm nobody. Like this. Cross, twisty, twisty. We then have you to go under, over, 1, 2, 3, which brings you in. I don't see how. This is worse than complex algebra. Trying to play order of the dots. Because I can't do you till I have you, but then I've got to go background you to do you. So that makes no sense whatsoever. Got an itchy ear. And it's times like this you think you've been using the wrong bobbins for things. I don't think I have. But you start to lose a little. Let me bring it up in lace 8 because I can make it bigger then. So actually it's you and you. So I've got to go. No. You go to the next one. But I can't go to the next one because of this. Let me show you this. This is confusing. So, just checking you can see what I think you can see. And it's right. Pressing the thing. Apparently not. There we go. So, this is my pattern. And the problem I am having is, let me select them, do it this way. For me to do this pin, I have to have had these 2 pins to make the bottom pin. So I've gone round and I've used that one and that one to make this. I've used that one and that one to make this because there's no hole in the middle. Obviously I've used that one and that. I can't use that one and that one to make this because I need this piece of string to go around it. But I'm currently trying to work out how to do. Have I done it or not? I can't see. Is the short answer. No. I thought I had. I can't see through the threads to... No, I haven't done this bottom one. Now this bottom one here normally would take this one and this one, but it can't. And this can't, doesn't, this one can go to there, But I need to have done this one first. You see my problem. I think I need a video. It's the short answer. Because I've done this, I've done that, and I'm quite happy that that's right. What I'm less sure of is how I get this bit of string round here. So. Apparently I managed to touch the button. Right, so let me go to there and here. That's because anyone's got one of these flowers, have they? How to make them in but they say, oh, I worked that then out. I see it, but not with gimps. Oh, that's truly helpful. And the only way it shows how to do the gimps is you need 2 pairs, and this doesn't use 2. Well, cheers. Why do all my web pages open so slowly? No. This is close. Okay. That's very helpful. She couldn't work out how to surround the panels with gimps, so it apparently meant she had to pick up pairs that weren't at that point yet. Well, I kind of guessed that much. Problem is I can't see shit to work it out. So, I've done my first honeycomb. There's a honeycomb immediately below it. So therefore, I must have done those 2 stitches. But I cannot have done those 2 stitches yet. So this has got to come in, go round a thing and back out. But you actually, I think it can't be you. No, it can't be you. I keep wanting to use this pair and this pair, but it's not. I'm a bit flummoxed. Let me have a look at this big diagram again, because I think it has got threads on it. I just can't see it for love nor money. I think that's why. I think you come out, you also come out, you go round, you actually go round there, and then we're only going to do 1, and then you come back. Actually, no, we will do 2 because 2 is the right number. Then we'll come back, twisty, twisty, and you now can come out to go back up, twisty, twisty, and up, twisty, twisty, and up, twisty, twisty. You gotta make stitch number 1 in here, like this, like that, twisty, twisty. You then make that there, and Now, you've come back in. But I can't see where you've come in from. So, let's try and do the same on the other side. So, you come in and out. 1, 2, 3. You come in. 1, 2, 3. And you come in. 1, 2. Decided you're only going to do 2 for you. You go in that hole there, like that, and come straight back in. Twisty, twisty. And you two are ready to meet in the middle. Wow. Did I just work that out? Is that actually right, do you think? You two then, I believe, do the funny, strangey things. Yes, you do a funny, strangey thing where I now put in the pin for the bottom one of these and do another cross twisty twisty, which means you go over there. Wow, this is actually beginning to look like it will come together. It's only going to take me 6 years of bookmark to make this make sense though. Right, so that's your side. This side I need to go out and grab you, and we do crossy twisty twisty, and we pin you there. Crossy twisty twisty. You then come out again, cross twist twisty, and we still you momentarily to do crossy twisty 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 to go in that hole there, and you two can go back in here for now, like this. You come in here and go twisty twisty and go crossy twisty twisty at the bottom. Holy shitballs, I actually think I'm getting somewhere with it. Crossy twisty twisty. You then come into the middle and go crossy twisty twisty. Twisty, twisty. I've got a sore toe and I've just kicked my bobbins. This bobbin thing's great, except that it's really flimsy. Let me take 2 gimp threads off here, because that's all it's got now. And put it down. Because, wow, it's really poorly designed that they didn't plan for holding the centrepiece once it was dealt with. So, you've now got to come all the way in. So over, under, over, under, over, under. Do I need literally all the way in? No, possibly not. Actually, I might not need you. Hang on. Calculations in progress. So, you two go to make the first. You then make the second. So you make the second bobbin piece there. So I think that's as far as you go. Now the question is now I know what does that, that's good. So let's do the other side and shorten you slightly because you have escaped. Now, let's see. You need to come out again. Up past you. And up past you. For now, I think that's as far as we needed to go. Although, actually, we also need to go through you, so we might as well do that while we're here. So, now we have lots of bobbins. You two are the middle two. She hopes. And you go in there, like that. And you get tucked. And then you do crossy, twisty, twisty. You do crossy, twisty, twisty. Crossy, twisty, twisty. And then I happen to know you get another one like that and do crossy, twisty, twisty. We then come back to you and do cross, twisty, twisty. You go in there, like that, and cross, twisty, twisty. We then need to borrow a pair from you, and you come out, 1, 2, 3, cross, 1, 2, 3, and you get stabbed there, like this, and we stabbity pull, and then you come back in again, like that, 1, 2, to meet at the bottom with you. Twisty, and you meet in the middle. Cross, twisty, twisty. Yay! Something like that. Crossy, twisty, twisty. Now, you come in, and you're out now. 1, 2, 3. You come out, and 1, 2, 3. And you. 1, 2, 3. Right. Oh. Now, if we push you all aside, because you are the outside, and I've got 3 there's bobbins here. And I need 1, 2. Was I too keen on a pair? No. I don't seem to have enough bobbins now. You come with you, and you. No, I've lost some bobbins somewhere. I have confused myself. There should be a pair of bobbins here, and there ain't. Confident this side's right. This side, being the first, may not. Let's undo that. Something's a bit funky here in the middle with both of them, to be honest. thought I'd done so wrong. But apparently I screwed it all up. Let's have another go. So. I need to chop my legs off so I can see what I'm doing. Because this isn't right somehow. But I also can't see how it's not. I really cannot see a thing. I need these pins to come out, but let's see what's holding you in. I think I need this pin. So, take you out. I know what I'm trying to do. But it's not quite as simple as just achieving it, as is often the way. So, I might need to draw a really big picture and number pins. To keep me in track. This is where it went wrong. You went too far. So, you get a pin there and then come back. You stay in the middle for a minute. This is like watching me drawing shoulders. I know exactly what I want to do, but my brain, the moment I get anywhere near it, my brain kind of goes, no. And it doesn't help that some of the most learned ladies of our time, sorry men, but they seem to be ladies, write on a sheet of paper. I don't know how it works, so I did it completely differently. But what I will do actually is undo this again and undo that, because there seems to be some errant threads down there and I need to check what comes where and how. So you come down, you've gone through those, you come to here like that, and then back again like that. Now you need to come through all of these, frankly, and everybody gets 2 twists and starts looking like they're in the wrong place. But you and you go to be the top, like that. And you get a tug, twisty, twisty. You then come here and go in that little hole there. Cross, twisty, twisty. But I also know you go straight down and do cross, twisty, twisty, leaving you in the middle, which is right. You then shag with you and become that bit, cross, twisty, twisty. You then come out of there. 1, 2, 3. Do the funky gibbon and get a pin up here like that. You get ignored. You come back, cross, twist, and you come down to the bottom like that, where you go out again like this. 1, 2, 3. We may not be winning marks for beauty here, but we might get some slowly. This, cross, twisty, twisty, you go under, over, like that, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now, you then are part of the middle bit, so I can't do you until I've done some of the middle bit. now I need to do the same on the other side. Because I'm now confident that I am in a position where you two, and you can make the first one, you make the third one. You make the first one, that's the second one. The third one is you. But we kind of go through you, so that's okay. Right, so that's you. Let's make you shorter again, because for some reason you seem to be longer again. Like that. Right. Let's pretend that that's okay. Now, here, I don't remember what the fucking hell I did. So, you... diagram. Come out round pin and back. Out round pin and back. Like this. This enables you to go up, 2, up, 1, 2, up, 1, 2, up, 1, 2. So, you're on the inside. You two? Yeah, you two are the middle two. And you make the centre of the hexagon. Like that. Tug. Cross. Twisty, twisty. Cross. Twisty, twisty. Up a pinhole. Cross. Twisty, twisty. Bottom pinhole. Cross. Twisty, twisty. That's that side done. You now do cross, twisty, twisty, and go in that pinhole, like that, and do cross, twisty, twisty. You then come out, 1, 2, 3, to do a quick triangles with you to go in that pinhole. You're done. You now need to come back in. 1, 2. You now do cross, twisty, twisty, and you come in here. And you realise that by the time I get to the next bit, I will have completely forgotten how all this works, right? Oh, I never realised how hard this would be. I think it's just a case of, because the threads go, you must do it in an exact order, whereas as you normally know, you can do kind of like the next available of a few chunks. Well, clearly these flowers must be done in perfect order, or it all goes Pete Tong and turns into a big pile of rabbit doo-doo. And, well, I seem to be really efficient at the rabbit doo-doo variety. And you in the middle get to do the final thing with you, like this. Cross, twisty, twisty. Now, you come in and you're now on the outside, so 1, 2, 3. You get crossed and you get to do 1, 2, 3. You also get to do this. 1, 2, 3. Now, we do with you, we do fourth stitch. And then twisty, twisty. So we go 1, 2, like this, and then we need a pin, and we do pin, and we do twist, and we go back through 3, like this, and we pin. That hole there, and we twisty twisty, and then we go back through the 3. Then we do a slight dance with you, and we go through you, and we put in a pin. Fuck bollocks. Huh? How the flying buggery is this different? But that is that hole. No, I was aiming for the wrong hole. That's okay. I aimed for the wrong hole. We now twist and we come back through you. Twisty twisty, because, well, you like twisty bits. You go through there like that, and then we go through all of you like this to get to the other side, where we do extract you from the pin that you just caught, cross, and then we do the same this side. Put you in there like that, and give you a bit of a tug, give you a twist, put you back, put some twists on you, 1, 2, 3, go over you and under you, and then we go back this way, like this, and we try and work out how we had 9 pins in our hand, and you go there, like so, twist, bottom one, like that, like there, like that. Woohoo! Yeah. And you two do funky shenanigans. Done you. Cramps about as helpful as an ashtray on a push bike. That was my thing falling off. Grateful to do some ground stitching in a minute. Which I think I need to do. Yep, I need to do some ground stitch. So, let's bunch you together, and you together, and you together, and then we need to do some ground stitch, because we need to get threads across. So we take you, and you, and we go across, twist, twist, twist. Stop monkeying, and we put in a pin. Push you aside, cross, twist, twist, twist. Get a pin. Push you aside. Cross, twist, twist, twist. Give me a pin without 6 other pins hanging from it, please. Now, you come I assume actually you, I think, were supposed to have already gone through you. So let's sneak you. Go through you. Get 2, 1, 2. Like that. And the same is going to be true on this side. Pretty confident of that. Is that you are arguably supposed to be the other side of that one, like that, to go out. So, why are you so short? You offended your knickers. Right. So, let's push you all to one side. And we need another pair. And we do. Cross. 1, 2, 3. Push. 1, 2, 3. Getting backache. And we need 2 more. Cross. 1, 2, 3. Cross. 1, 2, 3. You're now ready, but I need to do... You're in the middle. Twisty. There. Snug, tweak, cross, twisty, over, under, 1, 2, 3, cross, twisty, you've done your bit, now you come back in again, and you do the twisty, now you do the bottom one, twisty, that. Twisty. And then you do you. I know you do. Yes, you come in here and you go across, twisty. Cross, twisty. And cross, twisty. And then you do cross, twisty. And we'll grab a pin, and we stab you in the middle. And we'll give you a bit of a snug, cross, twisty. We've done another battle, yay! And you go over, under, 1, 2, 3. Over, under, 1, 2, 3. Over, under, 1, 2, 3. And let's see what happens with you, just to be checking. Yeah, you two in the middle do funky gibbons, so you do this, 1, 2, and then you go cross you twice, because that's always a good thing to do. We go round, pin, twist, round, twisty, like that. That's you in the middle. And then we try and remember what the fuck we just did to do the other pill. So let's have a look. We need to do far too many bobbins for this. Let's push you all to one side. Now let's see where you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be going around the edge. So you come, so you go under, over, twisty. You also, but you need to do some outside shenanigans first by the looks of it. So, do these, you do 1, 2, 3. That's where we discover I've gone too keen with the other one, isn't it? too keen on that one, I think. Yeah. Need to undo you. 1, 2, up and over. So, cross. 1, 2, 3. You go in there like that. Which means you now go through here like that. Cross 1, 2, 3. Cross 1, 2, 3. Cross 1, 2, 3. Which means you now can go in. Getting backache. I'm not sure this is the prettiest flower ever in existence, but I'm trying. And we get effort, we get points for trying. I'm sure we do. So you're ready now for me to do the thing. So cross, twisty, twisty. Binny, binny. Tweaky, tweaky. Cross, twisty, twisty. Cross, twisty, twisty. Now, this is where this doesn't always make sense. So, all across twisty, twisty, but you seem to have come too far away. This second thread looks it could be alright once it's pinned, I guess. You now go in there. But there needs to be this doesn't add up. It's not hanging up. Undo, undo. Twisty, cross. Pin. Twisty, twisty, cross. So you two were the bottom of here. So you have got nothing to do with it. You two should have been there. But then I would say you two go there, you there, and yes, it's you. You and you are the right pair. So cross, twisty, twisty. I know what it is. You're not twisted. That's why it looks funky. Because there were no twists holding it together. That's why it looks... Now it looks less funky. Now we do the bottom one. Like this. And crusty, twisty, twisty. Now we go back to the other side. And we do cross, twisty, twisty. This and give you a bit of a yank. Cross, twisty, twisty. You now go out for a brief moment and go 1, 2, 3, and you go 1, 2, 3. And you've now tilted too far, which is why you rolled. And you then go in that hole there. You now come in through here and do twisty, twisty to go cross, twisty, twisty. Cross, twisty, twisty in the middle. Cross, twisty, twisty. Cross, twisty, twisty. Under 1, 2, 3. Under 1, 2, 3. And under 1, 2, 3. You and you. Backache. And actually, under 1, 2, 3. You now come this side and get a pin somewhere in here. Around here somewhere. How come it's already got shit in it? I haven't done that bit. I've put something in the wrong hole, haven't I? Fortunately, it's just you, I suppose. That hole there. Which is why now I have the spot for my pin, because my pin can go in its little hole and go round the thing and then come back out again. Like this. Twisty, twisty. Yay! Holy mother of shit. I may have got to the other end. This is when we discover 15 billion errors, but right now, still feeling pleased. Not sure this is going to end up being ready for Christmas though. Not if this is this much hard work. How long have we been doing this? 3 hours. It will get easier with time, that's for sure. So, just to check what I'm doing with the last one. The last one is as expected. So, cross, twisty, twisty. There is no fancy shenanigans in this one. Cross, twisty, twisty. Now, I need to see the blow-up picture, see where I'm going with this. No, you come straight in, like this. 1, 2, cross, twisty, twisty. Cross, twisty, twisty. Same with the other side. You come straight in. 2. Cross. Twisty, twisty. Cross. Twisty, twisty. I really need to scoot you round one. There we go. Now, the next one, you need to go back out again. 1, 2, 3, and do the whole 1, 2, 3 thing to go back in again, which is fine because we get that. That makes sense. And then we go under, over, twisty, twisty, crossy, twisty, twisty, pinny, pinny, crossy, twisty, twisty, and we go to the other side, and you come out, 1, 2, 3, and do cross, 1, 2, 3. Ha! Jow! Blimey! There's blood with that one. That goes in there like that. And then you come back in again. 1, 2. And do cross, twisty, twisty. Oh, right in the crack of my finger. You can't really see it, but it's just there, right in the crack of your finger. Like that. Cross, twisty, twisty. And then slide to the middle. Cross, twisty, twisty. Cross, twisty, twisty. And then we'd go under. You're now on the outside. 1, 2, 3. Under. 1, 2, 3. And then you go under, over. 1, 2, 3. Under, over. 1, 2, 3. And we cross you. Yay! I have done a flower! Look at me. Whew. Now, knowing what I know now, I probably should never go to bed because in the morrow I will be so confused. However, we have achieved a flare. We have done a whole flare. Wow. Blimey. We did a flower, peeps. Wow. Does it even look like a flower? I'm not sure we can see much for the pins. Let me have a look. See if I can get a picture of the... All that gives me is a picture of pins. Problem is, if I really see what I'm taking a picture of because of the camera. Let's see what that looks like. But you ever noticed it always it never locks your phone the way you want it to. I don't want timer, I want to lock my phone so that I can turn. So I can look at this sideways. Well, as I say, I don't think it's going to win Flower of the Year. But at the same time, other than being a terrible photo, because I can't see anything due to the light reflecting off my screen, actually looks like a flower. So let's try and centralise it a bit more. Hold it a bit over the top like that. Let's see what that looks like. You can almost see it. It'll be easier once I can take some pins out, but hello. Come on. So, I think, for my sanity, we're going to put in lots of sticks, because we like our sticks. And because, well, dogs and sticks and safety and all of those kind of words. So, let's put in 3 more pairs here. 1, 2, 3. Is that really it? 1, 2, 4, 5. No, 6. Okay. I didn't count how many were right in the first place. So that's you. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and a half. 5 and a half. There we go. 5 and a half. Like that. And then we need to do the same from the other side. And we'll move everybody over to make a bit more room to get these, and we'll find 4 more pair of these because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stick. Put you at the end, and there's Is that 5.5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5. Yay, I can count. Holy crap balls. Ta-da! Right. Let's cover you with a spare cloth. I haven't got my brown cloth because it's on the other lace pillow, so this cloth will have to do. But it's blue, as is tradition, so that's a good thing. There we go. Covery. Well, hasn't that been a journey? Today we have definitely climbed a mountain, but I won't say I have braved or others feared to tread, because that's definitely not a thing. But as I said, when you go to a website of a well-known lady for providing solutions to these things, and she doesn't do this because she couldn't get it to work, and I think I just got it to work, feeling kind of suave. Oh look, the top of this now looks like something's died on it. Thanks for that, dog. But I have achieved, is the short answer. I have most certainly achieved. I have achieved a flare. It's got a lot of flowers. Let me quickly count how many flowers these bastard things we're going to do. There's 3 there, 5 is 8, that's 13. So there's 16 flares. We've only done 1. But it was the first, and as I said, now I've got a bit more understanding about how some of this kind of hangs together. I have a little more faith, not a lot, but a little bit more faith, that I will be able to achieve this. And yeah, this is fine. We can do this. We can do this. So yeah. Huzzah! I shall see you tomorrow. Take care, people. Don't do anything I wouldn't. And I hope that you will join me again tomorrow. I will probably do some more of this during the day. I might even do a bit more now. But I am not necessarily going to do all of this on stream. Because I kind of like doing a bit of lace making while watching films and stuff. And like I did with the last bookmark, I did most of it on stream. I've done a flower, so you haven't really missed out. That's 99% of it. But I'm sure I will be back. And hopefully you will join me in the next great adventure. Bye-bye.